Hello everybody, Klonoa Phantasy Reverie Series. So, the times travel is real and it games prove again. As soon as Klonoa many music filled my ears, I was long a no 26-old gamer journalist reviving a master cult classic. I was sitting in my childhood bedroom way too close to my TV, PS2 controller in hand, looking at an adorable cat grabbing things and giggling stupidly at the silly sounds he made. Klonoa Phantasy Reverie Series perfectly captures the essence of the original Klonoa games. This double-measured remaster barely changes a thing, and that's what it makes both so wonderful and just shy of the perfect. I played Klonoa 2 to that as the kid, but the series seems to have passed a lot of people by. Even a gamer, many hadn't heard about this before. Even my partners too. So I expressed my desire to make the video about this remaster. Turned out to be the cult classic. You're either a die-hard fan or have idea what the hell Klonoa is even exist. This remaster is for those us who can silly hear his giggly debrief as the real that nonsense word. Phantasy Reverie Series put a new coat of paint on both main series entires Klonoa. Door to Phantomile and Klonoa 2 Lunatea will released on PS1 and PS2 respectively. You know how remember games being a lot prettier than they really are? While these 2.5D puzzle platformers look just amazing as I remember, developer Monkey Club has managed to deliver a perfect piece of nostalgia which is not easy to feed. The levels are laid out identically with the same puzzles, collectibles and enemy placements as before. I've always played Klonoa 2 and there has been the case with the remasters as well. It's got a more coherent story, better level design, more varied gameplay and tougher puzzles. The Door to Phantomile Remaster has been given just as much love through bringing these two games closer to a par with each other than ever before. I can't emphasize enough how many the remasters take me back a bygone era of gaming. Every single audio cue brings me such childlike glee. However, there is issue with the faithfulness of these remasters is that all the little quirks and issues from the originals are back. Want to shoot a random bullet on an enemy even slightly uphill? Through luck, that's gonna get bounced right off the ground. Also, the model boss and characters design in the Doors to Phantom return. They look like a random characters thrown in word together rather than pieces of coherent wall. This is the case in Lumina's Wheel, but it causes as asymmetry in how much I enjoy them visually. I can tell if I love or hate those quirks. On the games, on the other hand, they transport me back to earlier days of game design, when characters could just be a collection of absolute weirdos and no one bat an eye. On the other hand, it's frustrating when I get hit because an enemy on the pixel above me. On the other hand, I don't remember these games being punished when I was kid, requiring good timing and providing me tons of brain-teasing puzzles. Some remasters are keeping true to the originals. Both games still play amazingly, with tight controls, challenging puzzles and unforgiving platforming sections that required me to chain together moves like a Circuit du Soleil aerial performer. It's emotionally satisfying when I successfully grab a moo, threw it below myself to leap into the air grabbing food, a moo, turn grab another, then the Klonoa cute earwing however moves to barely get onto the ledge. Annoyingly, Klonoa movement is Lunatea will feel slightly slower than the Door to the Phantomile, especially when he holding something. This takes some getting used to it and just short of things that I wish had been adjusted rather than kept as well. Despite keeping gameplay and the level design identical, there are some welcome quality of life upgrades that has been added to the remasters. During cutscenes, you can press R1 to fast forward or hold option to skip them entirely, really handy when you are replaying levels to grab missed collectibles. There are also difficulty modes to choose from that the game a little easier and more accessible by adding infinite lives and allowing Klonoa when bullets to travel further. There is also a pixel filter that has been added via the game's options menu, while it works well though for the Phantomile, giving it real PS1 vibe. Well, it feels incredibly out of placement in Lunatea's Wheel, which didn't have thick pixelated graphics even back in 2001. It's just likely to be left in because why not? If you are expecting completely remade games, this isn't a remaster collection for you. But if you want to relive your childhood memories and frustrations with the Klonoa, the Phantasy Reverie Series is the way to go with. Getting two cult classics is the one fantastic deal, and if you can look past the quirks and situate yourself firmly in 2001, you'll find these games just as perfect as you remember them. And if you missed out the Klonoa hype as a kid but enjoyed early 2000, the platformers, and want to see what all fuss is about, there is no better time to dive into the dream than now. So, guys, thank you for watching. The Klonoa is a very nice title, especially if you're a huge fan of it, but unfortunately if you even don't play this game, you should definitely try it and give it a chance. Probably your son, because the generation is keep on moving and moving. So anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget, guys, to comment and subscribe. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.